All right, I'm Father Steve Powick with the Glen Mary Home Missioners. Myself and Brother Craig and Brother Joe came 3 years ago to start the missions here in Union and Granger County. Neither place ever had a Catholic church before, so we started from scratch, and we now have our 2 storefront churches, and both now have land. In Maynardville, Blessed Teresa of Calcutta, the growth has been much more rapid, and it's a much more stable population. We now have over 75 registered families. We average 75 people for the English Mass and 74 for the Spanish Mass. And both of those numbers can go higher on any given Sunday. And so we're seeing good growth, good development, and I'll let Father Aaron mention we have the largest RCA class we've had this year. Here at JPII, Blessed John Paul II, soon to be Saint John Paul II, our English population is a more elderly with a few families, and our Spanish population can vary in size greatly. It's largely agriculture and construction, and so it's a much different environment. In the time of the tomatoes, everyone's working 7 days a week. In the time without tomatoes, people work only 6 to 8 hours.
My name is Father Aaron Westman, and I'm a Glen Mary Home Missioner. Kind of recently ordained. I was ordained back in May of 2012, and this is my first assignment here, working in Union and Granger counties. Never kind of had that chance before, so they've been able to learn how to do that. But folks also who are really interested in just getting involved in whatever way they can. We've seen our classes go from probably 4 or 5 classes over at Blessed Teresa to now trying to jam in somewhere between 6 and 8 classes in a small little storefront. And so we're creative in the ways that we're able to have that many classes, but also to see that many students. We probably have at times between 35 and sometimes even 50 students, and that's up through adults. And here we have probably 4 or 5 classes that go on, and probably less students, but also just a lot of great energy. Gets to be so jammed in here that sometimes we have to take the high school group over to the pizza restaurant just across the way there, and the kids seem to like that a lot. Another great thing that we're seeing is interest in people who want to become Catholic. Right here at Blessed John Paul II, we have 4 people who are coming into the church through the RCIA, RCIC programs. Over in Maynardville at Blessed Teresa, we actually have about 16 people in the program. Of those 10, most likely will be coming into the church at this Easter, along with a number of other confirmations and First Communions and baptisms and things like that. So the Holy Spirit's really doing a lot of work, and the people we get to work with are wonderful, and the community is very hospitable. And I know that's one of the compliments that people have. They say they come to our place and they feel like they're at home.
Hello, my name is Brother Craig, and I'm a Glen Mary Home Missioner, and I came here to Union and Granger County along with Father Steve and Brother Joe, and we now have Father Aaron with us too. And just recently we purchased this property through the foundation, the Catholic Foundation of East Tennessee, which we greatly appreciate. And we got a real nice piece of land here. It's about 9.9 acres, and right in the heart of Rutledge, and so we're hoping this will be a real good location to eventually build our church building.